So hello everyone, welcome to the webinar session. In today's webinar session, we would be talking about the latest features which has been released in Audit 360. So in today's session, we would be talking on four major releases which we have done in the last sprint movement we had done to the in the application. One among them is the Knowledge 360, which is a new experience to all the users, where you can go do a search on a voice-based search can be done on all the training videos or on the webinar session. It's an easy access to all the your training and the videos where you can even check through this application, and even with a voice search it will take you to the right search. So I will be going to the application later where I will show how each of this feature would work. The next feature we have is just made a minor change in our user management where we have modified the cluster and oddity mapping. Earlier we had two sections where we were updating the cluster and the oddity mapping. Now we have changed that into a button where when you click off button for a specific user, we can do the cluster or a oddity mapping. Then next two are the improvement into Audit 360, which we could tell as a roadmap item. So earlier in the Audit 360, we had multi-auditor scenario possible where basis the allocation of group or sub-audit, the allocation was been possible, but now we will be allowing the schedule to happen for multi-auditor where parallel execution can be done. That means that we can allocate more than one auditor to a schedule and need not do any allocation to the group or a sub-audit, where we allow parallel execution where all the checkpoints or the groups will be shown to both the auditors or whichever auditors are part of the schedule, and they can do the audit seamlessly. As and when the data is been parallelly being worked on, the data updates keep happening into the system. Then we have made one more change in our review audit module, which is UI changes. So we have bought a UI change where a complete review of the particular schedule has been bought a new look where we can do a finalization review of a checkpoint, change of compliance, re-audit all the whatever existing feature of the review audit has been brought into a new UI where a new look has been brought into that module. So now let's go to Audit 360 application where we will talk about more about this feature and how it functions. Just give me a second. So now we are on Audit 360 application. Let me just log into application. So we are logging into application. Once you log in, I'm currently in a super or main module. So we have bought one new feature which has Knowledge 360. We are bringing in more and more improvement into this feature where the icon changes are different, more submodules, all that will be bought in Knowledge 360. For now, we have introduced Knowledge 660 where, for an example, if a user is stuck in any of the module, and though we have Amaya who can talk about all your frequently asked question on, it can also take you to the training video for a particular module. But within a module, you would want to have a search of a specific information where you would want to validate how it has to be. So instead of going into a particular video or a content where you have to go through all the details to reach to a whichever information is required, you can just say what is been you're searching for with a keyword. Like for example, if I am looking for schedule module and I would want to know how the multi-auditor would work, I would be using a word called multi-auditor. With a voice search, we can do this. Once you do a multi-auditor, whichever video which has a multi-auditor will be picked, and also it will take you to a place where the multi-auditor content is
Yeah,
spoken.
if you are showing the Knowledge 360 page, we are not seeing that.
Not it, Santosh. I'm just clicking here. Yeah. So once you click on Knowledge 360, so this is the screen which you will be populated with. You can give a keyword typed, or you can even give a search. So I'll give a voice search. It's multi-auditor. So I'll give a different. Let me give a keyword as annexure. Just giving annexure. So when you give a search, if you see all the videos which is where the annexure is spoken about, so these are our webinar videos. So webinar video, wherever we have spoken about annexure, those videos would be populated. I have two search strings which has been got. Now I can even play for answer. If you see, it is not playing from the first, but it is taking us to a place where we are been talking about the annexure. It will directly take to the research where annexure is spoken about. Santosh, you would want to add about this feature?
No, that's it. So the idea is that when the user is working on a mobile or even a laptop, even voice search would work, and the search becomes easy. You don't have to go through a 1 hour long webinar to get a 2 minute point that is covered in that document. That's the idea here.
So under Knowledge 360, Amaya can help you with the voice search. So this will be more useful for all the users. If you have need any more clarification, I think we will be able to serve you in this way as well. Now let us move to the next feature. So next feature was on the user management. So I'll just come to the user management. User management module is available only with super admin. So in user management, when you add a user, so earlier we used to have a tab where the cluster mapping was done. Now there is a change in the screen where we are bringing in add and edit cluster oddities. You can give the relevant information of the user, and you can click on add or edit user. So if you would want to add a cluster, so I'm giving a cluster. I need to do a selection of a country for me to get a cluster. Let me just quickly do that. One minute. Just come out of the screen. I'm coming to the user management again. Adding a name here. Selecting India. And once you select the country, you can then go to add and edit cluster. So you can choose the cluster, whichever cluster you would want to take. Chosen two clusters. So once, if you're only allocating basis the cluster, you can only map the cluster, but between the cluster, if you want to allocate the said user only with specific oddities, you can choose those oddities here. So you don't want all the oddities to be appeared or to be given access to. You are giving only to a specific oddities. So I'm giving only access to those oddities here. And then I can give us done. So you can add the user by also giving a cluster mapping in the new button here. So if you would want to edit these users, you can just go to any of the existing auditor or the user what we have. You can just click on edit and change the note allocations by clicking the edit or add or edit cluster, and you can do the modification in the screen. So this is on the cluster mapping. So if you have any queries related to Knowledge 360 or on the user management where we have brought in a new button of cluster and oddity mapping, please do share your queries on Q&A section. Next is on the schedule module where we have introduced the parallel execution. So let me come to schedule screen. So all the schedules will continue to be created on a create new schedule. I'll be showing the schedule in the super admin module. This schedule for a parallel execution is available for both super admin and a reviewer module. So let me just show you how we can use the parallel execution schedule. I'm just selecting an audit and an audit type. Then I'm also giving the stay location, and you can give a schedule to which you would want to schedule. So let me give a current date. So earlier, if you see, when you click on multi-auditor and you choose the auditor here, so whichever auditor you are choosing and here, you have to give a allocation specifying that which sub-audit or a group you would want to allocate between the auditors we have chosen. Now, if you do not want to choose any of this allocation and give an equal access to the auditor, you can just click on parallel execution. So in parallel execution, more than one auditor is allowed. So let me give my name as the auditor, and I'm choosing another name as an auditor here. So I have two auditors who have been allocated. Where I'm not doing any allocation, I'm just clicked it on a parallel execution and I'm scheduling this. So when I reschedule this, what would happen is the audits get scheduled for both of the auditors to whom we have scheduled. So let me just show you how the schedule would look like. So the Evershine Nagar, the AMIL branch audit, I have scheduled it between Ravi Satish and Ramya Uppala, which is for current date. So this is how you schedule the audit. Now let me show how an execution would look like and what is the features which we have brought in to manage here. So let me log in to a role, auditor role. I have not got the schedule here. Santosh, is there any queries to be attended?
Oh, no queries so far.
Let me log in to schedule one more audit. So in multi-auditor, what would happen is we would be bringing in where both the auditors can log in to the audits simultaneously and execute the audit. We would be introducing a new button called job done. So when we are doing a parallel execution, all the complete schedule would be shown to both the auditors where they can execute the audit from whichever group or a checkpoint they would want to execute. So once the first auditor or any of the auditor completes their audit, he or she will be able to click on job done. So once the activity is completed, the other auditor can complete the audit. So whoever is the auditor who finishes the last leg of the audit will get the submission button. Let me just quickly do the schedule here. Doing it for again the same date. I'm going to an auditor role. If you see, we have a schedule which has been allocated. I accept the schedule and I then get the audit started. Once I start the audit, there is a job done button which has been introduced. So if you see in the AML branch audit, I had all the sub-audits been allocated and all the checkpoints been allocation given to me, because we have not allocated any sub-audit or a group level allocation in this schedule. So complete audit schedule will be available for all the auditors who are part of this schedule. They can pick from whichever audit with basis the coordination they have within the team. They will be starting the audit here. So once you're the only term what we would have here is, if you're starting any of the PI, then once the PI is completed, but the primary identifier or a sample which you are executing gets completed, in between you cannot click on the job done. Once you complete that, you can click a job done. When there is a only general parent audit, where the checkpoints can be executed of whichever how many other checkpoints you would need, and you can click on job done. So there is no restriction on complete audit execution or a group execution here. The restriction is only on the execution for the primary identifier. The rule what we have set for the parallel execution is, whichever auditor picks it. For example, because there would be a cases very minor scenario where the same checkpoint is been executed by another audit, because they of the offline scenario, the coordination or the sync would not be happened. But what validation we have brought into the system is, the whichever checkpoint gets updated first into the system is considered as final, and if there is an edit done by the same user, the edit will be accepted. But if the same checkpoint responses are coming from a different auditor, once it has already been updated, will not be considered. But in case of annexures where you have samples to be verified, there are high chances that when we have multiple samples, we would have executed some 2 or 3 samples or the primary identifier, but rest of the things we would have marked it as not executed PI. So in those scenario, because those are not executed, there are high chances that other auditor would be executing it there. So even though the first auditor who have passed the information to the server as not executed, if the other auditor executes the same sample or the primary identifier, those information would be considered into system. So these are the 2 validations which we have brought in for the parallel execution. So now the user can easily execute. So let me just quickly execute one audit and show how we can do a job done. So I'm adding a PI here. I'm just giving as this. I'm just doing an express mode so that I can just be quickly passing on all this information. My checkpoints are done and I'm just giving the relevant information. Yes. Just entering the remarks as well to complete this audit. So I've finished my audit, and if when I come back here, still that there will be a job done option available. So job done option will be available for the initial auditors. Whoever is the last auditor who have not completed will not get this job done if all the auditors have completed it. I have just clicked on job done. So what I have done is I have executed few samples in the audit and I have not taken up any general group, whatever the group we have in the schedule. So let me come back to the schedule and show you how this would look, what we can see. Once the job done button is clicked by an auditor, if you can see in the schedule screen for a super admin, this will be in progress only because it is completely not completed. It will be showing in progress. So I had a schedule for today's date, 20th. It is in progress, but only thing is we have clicked as job done. So I'll come as an auditor. An auditor, once he has finished the audit, will be still the audit, because though he has clicked as job done, the audit will be shown on the upcoming audit screen. He'll be just able to go inside and view, but there will be no action available to him. He'll not be able to start or do any changes here. So that because it's a parallel execution, even the auditor can know what is happening in the other auditor side. We can have this information available. Once the complete schedule is completed, then it goes away from the upcoming audit screen queue. So this is on the parallel execution. So now, Santosh, is there any queries for me to take up before I go into the review audit module changes?
No queries at all.
Okay, so now I'm coming to the last topic which we would be covering today, which is a change which we have brought into review audit module. So in review audit, we have brought a very new look into this review audit module. All the features, whatever the existing features have been retained, only the UI part has been changed here. If you see, the bulk finalization is still there. If whichever audit types where we have chosen for a bulk finalize, can always click on a bulk finalize, and if there are any audits under that, will be shown here. Otherwise, you can directly go into the normal review mode. So the search screen, if you see here, we have brought in very optimized search screen. You can either search from a date range to which you would want to do a review, or with the search where you would be you can give a key information and start searching here. So there are some more improvements which we are also going to bring in the review audit module to make it more optimized. So for now, let me just show you how we can review. So let me take any audits which are in review and just give search. So I have few audits which are in review. Once you go inside a particular audit, so here if you see the search, we are still retaining here, and any group which is part of this particular audit type will be listed here. You can choose group wise and do a review. What we are trying to bring in the review audit module is we are bringing in the review basis the key observation or the checkpoint basis a checkpoint. We can have the summary done, and we are also giving a color indicator which specifies at which of the checkpoints or which of the groups which has been already been in review, which is for re-audit, it has been marked and all. And we are also showing the same table content what we had against a particular checkpoint, whether it is in compliance, what was he submitted, or a final score, if there was an input, what was an input carried, and if there was an issue, the issue tagging, all that is been mentioned here. And you can also go inside a particular checkpoint, which we have tried to maintain the same screen where the complete checkpoint screen is being shown here, and you can do the changes like before. I can even change the compliance here. I'm changing it to no, and the disposition also I'm going to change. I can update the compliance. So this change also we have got, and when you can also jump around between the groups to do a checking on individual checkpoints. You can even just go to any of the checkpoints, and once you are been seeing that there is a reviewed button. So when you're in process of review, you can just click on review. Once all the groups are been reviewed, then you would get a finalize button. So this is for a review audit screen where only general group is being shown here. So let me just click on this review, and let me show you an audit which has annexure audit. You can even increase your rows with similarly like earlier how you had, that is also been retained. So let me take an audit where I can go take you to a review. So the summary will be shown here, and whoever is opted for a simulate score will have a simulate score button here, and they can click on simulate where the total score and rating would be populated. You can also see that there is a date range and a summary fetch which is already been shown in the what is there in the previous screen is also shown in the screen where the schedule level details have been checked. So this is for an user for an easy access to move if in case if he's doing a review of a particular schedule and he wants to do an review for some other audit. So if he wants to do any odd search for an annexure related one, he can just come directly from the search screen. He can come directly to a screen where this information is already been part of it. So you can just go with the same screen. You can just jump to this. Let me just take an accepted audit. You see, I will just go to an audit. I can even do a re-audit where we have maintained. So once, if, for example, if this particular checkpoint needs an revisit, so we give a re-audit remarks. Mention that clarity on the observation. And I choose for re-audit. So moment we click on re-audit, there is a color indication with get change stating that file for re-audit, and then you can even schedule if required if you would want to do a re-audit of the checkpoints, or you can continue doing the schedule reviewing other checkpoints. Once all your checkpoints are reviewed, you can just do the schedule as well. So you have only one group, so I can even go select one more checkpoint under the review or re-audit. I'm clicking on re-audit. Now once your review is done, you can just do a schedule for which date you would want to do a schedule. Date of same 21st. You can do a schedule. So this is how the new review audit screen works. The major of the change what we have brought in is at the screen level. I want to show an annexure wise where there is some change which we have brought. So let me just see if I can get meantime, participant, if there are any queries, you may share it with us. We will be answering them. Santosh, is there any queries to be taken up?
The whole idea with review audit screen change was that we kept receiving feedback from many of you stating that there are multiple pages involved, multiple clicks are required to be done. There is a first search page, then you get into a subordinate listing page, then from there you get a PI listing page, and from the subordinate is what you start reviewing. So all of that had to come into one page was the request from many of our clients. So we've heard that. We have tried to bring everything into that one page with a smart search. One search, what do you call, a single search string, where you can search any this one, whether it is audit type or auditor or status of audit. You can add whatever you want. You can do the search based on whatever you want, and finish all your work from within this page itself. Ramya, I hope you showed them when there is a PI level work is done, how or once the PI is selected, how you can then drag that right hand table.
Yeah, this is a screen which I wanted to show them. So here, which is in the annexure, the screen you can talk about, Santosh.
Yeah, then also I hope you've shown them how the table itself is scrollable. For additional information, we can scroll within the table.
Yeah, I'll take some other audit.
And you can, like how it used to happen, you can always click on a given issue or a given checkpoint, the outcome, and you can look at it in detail. There is no change in the workflow, there is no change.
Yeah, Santosh, if you see here, we can have a review at a checkpoint. At a single checkpoint, we can review multiple samples or a primary identifier we have executed. So all the information of for a respective primary identifier for the sample will be shown on the screen, where this screen is scrollable. You can check for what is a disposition or a compliance being taken up, and if there is a issue tagging is also there. So at every individual checkpoint level, we can have this information seen. If in case if there are any samples verified or the PI which we have opted has a not found or which has been not audited, those also will be shown in the below table, which gives an indicator that the particular suboddities or the primary identifier is not audited. So this way we can keep moving, and once we have selected all these subaudits to which we want to review, we can even expand the screen and do a detailed review here. Still, if you would want to get into a checkpoint level, we can always go into the edit mode, where we can do a complete review here.
And we've also tried to give you color indication because everything is happening within one page. There is too much of information inside that page. So we also tried to give you color indications. This is one of the key changes to the product that has happened, and it's a normal upgrade. This is not a paid feature. This is a generic upgrade to the product. And in the coming days, you will see more such changes happening to different modules. Like as we speak, we are working on upgrading the auditor's mobile app. There are other target screens where a similar flow is expected to come. Within this page, you may see some changes. We're working on adding on a good summary view. The current summary view gives you, uh, exactly the same information, so, same amount of information as what was there previously as well. But we are trying to increase and make this information more holistic. So we will soon be coming up with more data points in the summary screen, and summary will be made available in addition to the audit. Summary will be made available at the group or the sub-audit level as well. Sub-audit was there earlier also, but we are adding summary at the group level very soon. These are things which you can expect. This is a direction in which we are moving. Over a period of time, we want to bring in a new look and feel. New look and feel in the sense, not from a design or color point of view, from the user experience point of view, ease of performing the actions is what we want to keep our focus on. And with the focus there, we are trying to bring in changes at different levels in the product. So I think, Ramya, this session we can bring it to an end, correct?
Yes, Santosh.
Since especially there are no questions as well. So thanks everybody for joining in. Appreciate your time. Also, do let us know if there are any pages where you are expecting some changes like this, where your experience, the end user's experience on using the application improves, or you're looking for improvement. Do let us know if there are pages like that. We will look into that, and we will try and prioritize. While the improvement will happen to the entire product, we can try and prioritize those pages where you feel there is a need for an improvement. And very soon you can expect a webinar on remote audits as well. Maybe the next webinar would be on remote audits. Anything else you would like to add, Ramya?
Nothing, Santosh. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you everybody.